Guns provide self-defense for people in their homes and on the streets, food on the table for people who hunt wild game and cannot afford to provide food for their families, and jobs for many Americans. Imagine that you are out of town for the weekend. Your family is home alone, and suddenly, in the middle of the night, they hear a loud crack and the window shattering. There is now a burglar in your child's room. Your wife doesn't know what to do. Should she call the cops and wait 10 to 15 minutes for them to arrive, or take action herself with a loaded firearm? Would you not want her to be armed in this situation? I am a proud gun owner, and along with many of my family members, we use guns to provide food for the table, and also our purchases of firearms keep the ammunition business and gun manufacturing businesses going, which provides jobs for many Americans. If your family were starving, would you not want to be able to provide food for them? Today, I will explain the importance of guns in providing defense, food, and jobs for Americans. Let me begin by explaining why guns are important for defense. People think that guns harm people, but guns save the lives of many innocent citizens every day. As the National Rifle Association says, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Guns can be used for self-defense in your home or from citizens on the streets. Just remember, if good citizens don't have guns, criminals will be the only ones that have them. Criminals will always find a way to possess guns. BalancePolitics.org mentions how guns can aid in protection of women or weaker individuals who cannot defend themselves. Also, according to gunowners.org, 2.5 million law-abiding citizens use guns to defend themselves each year against criminals. Most criminals will also avoid a citizen that is armed. In 2012, James Holmes entered into a Colorado theater screening of The Dark Knight Rises. He killed 12 people and injured 58. If one armed citizen would have been present, they could have saved the lives of many people and saved many families from heartbreak. Wouldn't it be rewarding to be able to save the life of someone? Now that I have given you examples of how guns are used in self-defense, I will explain how guns are used to provide food. Guns are useful in harvesting wild game that many people depend on to feed their families. People harvest deer, turkeys, rabbits, squirrels, and other animals to provide food. Without guns, some people would not be able to provide enough food for their families and would not be able to feed their family and children. Now that you are able to see another important use for guns, I will explain how guns provide jobs for Americans. The gun business provides jobs for Americans in several ways. First of all, the gun manufacturing business. Here's a picture of a plant, someone working. The gun manufacturing business builds guns and distributes them to sell. Recently, Brianna moved to Gallatin, Tennessee and opened up 300 jobs for Tennesseans. There's also the gunsmith business, which maintains and repairs guns. Of course, there's also the ammunition business, which is probably the most common because everyone needs ammunition. All the different parts of gun business provide many jobs, which is one of the main reasons why you should support gun rights. Again, I hope that you realize the importance of gun rights for Americans and realize that guns aid in self-defense for law-abiding citizens, provide food for families, and also provide many jobs for Americans.